When I started building my personal brand 10 years ago, everything was easier. There were simply way less competition. Lots of niches were completely empty. And you were like the first man on the moon. All you needed to do is just to pick your niche and start creating content consistently. And if your content were not a complete piece of crap, you're probably gonna make it. And that's basically what I did. I picked the niche and grew my YouTube channel to almost 1 million subscribers. But now, fast forward to today, now it's 2025, and the situation is completely different. It's not a blue ocean anymore. It's a freaking bloodbath. It looks like everyone is creating content right now. In almost every niche, you can find something around 10 people who make videos. And because of that, the rules have changed. It's not about just to create content right now. It's about create high quality content. And in this video, I want to share with you a simple framework that will help you to create high quality content with ease. So people will be subscribing to your channel and waiting for your next video, just like Swifties wait for the next Taylor Swift song. By the way, if you're new here, then welcome! My name is Nikita, and in this channel I talk about how experts can build their personal brand and scale revenue through content. Your expertise deserves to be seen, so let's make it happen. So let's start with the fundamental layer of the framework. Have you ever been in a situation where you watched the video and you just got nothing from it? Like you watched it, but you didn't learn anything? Well, probably not. You know why? Because when you were watching that video, once you realized that this content is not valuable, you just turned the video off and started watching something else. And the reason why you turned off the video like that is because that video lacked the most important part of the high quality content triangle: value. We live in a world where information is just simply everywhere, but lots of this information is just noise. It just doesn't really have any value. You know, the short form content that you're watching, scrolling mindlessly for hours and you don't really remember anything. It looks like a video, it sounds like a video, but it has nothing inside it. It's empty. So the first question that you have to ask yourself when you're about to make a video: what value does my video provide? Whoa. Let's hold on for a second, right? Because I just started sounding like, you know, some generic advice. Oh, create valuable content. What does this mean exactly, right? What is exactly valuable? Value in educational videos is the information that changes reality of the viewer. When you're an expert and you're creating content, understand that people do not want information. What they want is transformation. You're watching this video not just because you want to learn how to make videos. You know, it's like you have nothing to do and you just realize, you know what? I want to know how people make those videos, huh? No, you watch this video because you want to create better content. And you want to create better content because you want to build a personal brand, you want to get more clients, you know, build authority in a niche, whatever. But there's a transformation behind it. You want to transform your life. And for this, you're watching this piece of information. And your content has to do the same thing. Ask yourself, after the viewer watched the video, what will change in his life? So for instance, we're talking about this video, the transformation will be before that. The viewer doesn't really know how to create high value content. The viewer just uploads videos after videos after videos and doesn't really see any organic growth. And after watching this video, the viewer has a complete framework that the viewer can apply and start growing his audience online. This video is like a small transformation from before to after. And this part is the most important. Because if your content doesn't have any substance, then it becomes just noise. And this noise, people prefer to avoid. But okay, we got substance. We decided, okay, you know what? Every single video that we have will be transformational, will be really great value. Do you think that's enough? It's not. You can have great information and still fail. How? Imagine a situation. Victor wants to be successful with girls, but not with random girls. Victor wants to date spicy senoritas that are simply 10 out of 10. For this, he opened YouTube and decided to watch the video where the guy talks about how to start dating very attractive girls. And after that, Victor got an idea. Victor thought, holy crap, I can make a video just like that. I will just go, say the same things, and will grow my audience. And the video, he did.
Oh, hello friends! Name is Victor. Guys, I will be very quick. Today I will teach you how you can start dating any girl you want, okay? 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. It will be just basically easier than drinking vodka. Okay, so the first thing you need to do.
Look, he can say the same advice, the same information, word for word, but you're probably not even gonna listen to him. And the reason why? Because you don't trust him. He simply doesn't really look like a guy who has success with girls. The Victor lacks the second element of the system: credibility. If you create educational content, one of the questions that your audience has when they're watching the video, can I trust this person? Is this person legit? People want to know if the person is legit, because if the person is legit, then there's a higher chance that the content is legit. And if the person simply doesn't look legit, no matter what information he says, people will not even listen to him. Remember, you are on the internet. On the internet, people don't have time to figure things out. People judge the book by its cover. So either you're a little credible and people will listen to you, or they will simply go and watch somebody else. But alright, what if we have in the video substance and also credibility? We're not like Victor Guy anymore. What if we combine those two elements together? What will happen? This.
Is this person arguing and how have they got to that conclusion?
A lecture. A very boring, monotone lecture. You see, right now I'll tell you something interesting about knowledge. People already know where to find information. The information is in the books. Those books are very cheap. You can even download them online. But people still don't read. And the reason for that is very simple. Because books are boring. And that's why your video needs the third element. Spectacle. Your video content on social media is not a lecture. Your video content on social media is not a book. Your video content on social media is not an academic research paper. Your video content has to be a little bit of a show. Have you ever watched TED Talk? There's stories there, but they share it in a very, very interesting way, and because of this, these talks get crazy amount of views. They're not only useful, but they're also interesting to watch. And I'm not saying that you have to create a crazy show out there, no. But just to make your video a little bit more interesting, a little bit more entertaining. And by entertaining, I don't mean to add jokes. That's not a stand-up show. There are just ways how you can make your videos way more interesting. Number one is your delivery. Be more emotional on camera. When you're talking to the camera, do not talk like, hello guys, my name is Nikita and today in this video we will talk about how you can create interesting videos. No, be more emotional. Give more energy to people. By doing that, your video will become instantly more interesting. Also, don't forget about technical quality. Quality of light, quality of sound, visual quality. All of those things will make your video more interesting, even despite the fact the information will be the same. And if you can spend some time, think about adding video editing. Zooms, B-rolls, background music, all of that stuff. People add all of those things simply because to make a video more interesting, more dynamic. By the way, once I learned it, I also started applying this principle and started making a crucial mistake. So I was making content and I decided, you know what? I have to make my videos more fun. So I did more fun and more fun and more fun. And it turned out that more often than not, I was doing too much. You know, it's like you want to make it more entertaining, and instead of a lecture, now you have some sort of a stand-up show. And the stand-up show, everyone's laughing, everyone is having a great time. But the content is not valuable. So when you're adding more spectacle, it's very important to keep the balance and don't go too far. Remember the pillar number one, substance first. Look, spectacle is like adding salt to your salad. If you add salt to your salad, it will taste better. But if you add too much of it, it will be impossible to eat that. Have you watched Charlie's Angels? Not that crap from 2019, but from 2003, with Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, and Drew Barrymore. It has all of those beautiful girls, stunts, explosions, but the movie is hollow. There's no substance. So add a little bit of a spectacle to your content. Just like cherry on top. Your content will still be useful, but way more interesting. And if your content has substance, the information that can really change the viewers' lives, credibility, you look like the person that people can really trust. And a little bit of a spectacle. Your video is not boring, it's not monotone, it's very interesting to watch. It means now your content is irresistible. Your content is so good that people simply can't ignore. Remember we're talking about this transformation side? Well, transformation happened. Now you know what to do. So go, make those videos, and grow the audience that you truly deserve. I'll see you at the top. Uspiekhov.